So basically, when this movie is on, it is awesome. But, no, obviously that doesn't happen. Yeah. Okay, so, another problem I have is that it's not as well paced as the first one. I mean, the first one has its own pace, never deviated. It was, frequently entertaining, and it was consistently entertaining. What Iron Man 2 has is, it goes in spurts. It'll get really awesome for a little while, and then it will, cycle down into exposition. And it's not like really fun exposition. It's, normal exposition. Now, and there was a couple times I did lose my interest. And of course there was this time when the theater, dropped sound for like 10 seconds. Luckily it wasn't just when Stock was drunk, but yeah, that wasn't too cool. See, now on the acting, Robert Downey Jr. No, I take that back. He's not equally awesome. He is more awesome than he was in the first one. Because he, once again, his lines are wittier, sharper, funnier. And there's this really decent dynamic. I mean, I don't want to parrot Roger Ebert, but, well, he's right. Because in the movie, Tony Stark is dying. I mean, literally dying. Because the arc in his chest is toxifying his blood, which is bad. And it needs this super rare element to, to work. Of course, that leads to a whole load of problems on how he got this element in Afghanistan, how he has so many, where does he find them? Yeah. But Downey, does, well with, covering up his illness with his billionaire shtick. It's like, hey, look at me, I'm awesome. See? Look, I'm driving, wee! Race car, wee! Now, Don Cheadle, he replaces Terrence Howard as, Colonel Rhodes, aka War Machine. Now, I'm not a big fan of, Terrence Howard. I mean, he did accidentally do something right with Hustle and Flow, but his other performances I've seen really didn't set, the world on fire. Now as for Don Cheadle, he's a much better actor than, Howard. He's more consistent. And like Trader Show, he can do actions. He can do action scenes quite well. But would it kill Don Cheadle to bulk up? Because he's this tiny guy and Howard is this huge dude. And it's not really the fact that Don Cheadle does a poor job. It's just the difference between him and Terrence Howard is a bit too great for me to reconcile. I mean, replacing Kate Holmes with Maggie Gyllenhaal in the Nolan Batman movies work because they do look somewhat similar. They have similar hair, kind of similar bodies, so not really that big of a deal. But like I said, Don Cheadle is a lot smaller. He, he gives a better performance. He doesn't sound like Howard. It's just a bit too weird in this case. Let's see, Gwyneth Paltrow, still awesome, like she was in the first one. And shockingly, still the hottest she's been in years. Because first one made me rediscover, hey, Gwyneth Paltrow is really hot. Because I lost interest in her in 2002, 2003, after a period of ultra hotness in 1998 to 2001. But the point is, she does a good job, with the whole chemistry between her and Downey. The problem is that they kiss at the end. Yes, they do kiss, like, is this weird? No. So we may have a moonlighting, problem where, Shepard and Bruce Willis kissing in Moonlighting, and then the show just died. I mean, we may not. Let's see, Mickey Rourke as Whiplash. He does the best he can. I mean, it's not really a well-written role, it's one-dimensional. He talks in the standard evil German accent. It's, it gets the job done. He does bring entertainment and flair. Sam Rockwell, pretty good. Not amazingly well, but once again, he does have good lines. He does have a meaty performance, and he is like the brains of it. And he is fun to watch. He's just not, ooh, Sam Rockwell is this really awesome actor that you will watch. Probably watch Moon for that. I mean, I have, so I can't comment, but people really just exploded with praise after Moon. Let's see, who else? Scarlett Johansson. She plays like the Black Widow. All she does is just look hot and does a few hurricanrana. And there's a really good action scene where she kicks everyone's ass. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just there's no acting required. But she does look really hot. Once again, I'm reminded of like 2005 where she was like my number one. Alright. Let's see, Samuel L. Jackson is back as Nick Fury and he has a better role. And he's Samuel L. Jackson. Awesome. And Jon Favreau, he expands his role as, Happy Hogan, the Tony Stark's driver. And he's, once again, he's, there like, he's there to, drive, but this time, he tries to fight, and backs him on. That's with some mook. And he does a pretty good job. And, I mean, yeah, his role is bigger, but he does the same thing. Now, how to rate this movie? I mean, this movie is good. I like it. I like it a lot. Is it as good as the first one? No. But I think I'm going to give Iron Man 2 a 7. A really high 7, but a 7 nonetheless. And for reference, I gave Iron Man 2 an 8. I mean, it is really entertaining. And then when it really kicks on, it is awesome. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is also awesome. The acting is good. Okay, well, I mean, it's a decent movie. You will not be disappointed unless your expectations are like, above the monitor, above your screen. If they're that high, you probably will be. They're like, right about here. You will like this a lot. Okay, what else? Oh, I think I'm going to talk about a couple of trailers. No, take that back. The stinger, the post-credit scene. If human people like me who, blew their load over Nick Fury, oh my god! You probably won't get the same reaction. I mean, unless you're a Thor fan, an ultra Thor fan, they might. But, not as good as not as acceptable. No, not acceptable. I mean accessible to people who never read the comics and who don't follow the storylines. Oh, one more thing about Iron Man 2. There's a scene where, Rhodes takes Stark's War Machine armor, and he flies it like that, masters it. And it took Tony Stark dozens of tries to make it work. What's up with that?